Hey, what's up, Internet? I'm Vid, and today we're going to be drawing man's best friend. That's right, we're drawing a doggo. In this video, I'll be using a mechanical pencil for sketching, a large eraser, a fine point black marker for the final line work, a set of watercolor paints, a broad brush for coloring large areas, and a fine point brush for smaller details. We're going to start with some basic shapes. First, you're going to want to draw a circle somewhere on the upper half of your page. It doesn't need to be perfect. It can be really loose and sketchy for now. Underneath that, we're going to draw a shape that looks sort of like an upside down pear or a light bulb. And that's going to be for the body of the dog. Then we're going to draw a teardrop shape, overlapping and connecting these two shapes. Then we're going to draw a curved horizontal line running through the upper part of our circle and extending outward on both sides. Next, we're going to add two vertical lines on either side of our circle. And where these two lines intersect, we're going to draw small circles for our dog's eyes. Then at the tip of our teardrop shape, just below the center of our circle, we're going to add a sideways oval for our dog's nose. And I'm not satisfied with where our upside down pear is at the moment, so I'm going to erase it and move it up the page a bit. This is why it helps to start in pencil. At the bottom of the page, we're going to add two rounded triangle shapes for the dog's front paws. And you can imagine two vertical lines extending from the widest part of our pear shape down, and that's where the outer corners of these triangle shapes are going to go. Next, we're going to add two more triangle shapes for the dog's rear legs. And those are going to be slightly higher up because of perspective, and they're going to be slightly smaller. Then we're going to add a curved line extending from about the middle of the pear shape, and we're going to do that on both sides. Next, we're going to add a line curving inward from the widest part of the pear down to the top of the triangle shapes, and then another line curving the other way. You can draw two slanted diagonal lines to connect the hind legs to the hind paws. And then we're going to draw a curved line to represent the dog's tail, poking out from behind him, and it connects to the bottom of the pear there. Next, we're going to add some arches resting on top of the dog's eyes for the dog's upper eyelids. For the dog's lower eyelids, you can just follow the shape of the circles we drew before. To draw the dog's ears, we're going to start with some diagonal lines slanting down from the curve of the circle to the tips of those that guideline we drew before. And then from there we're going to extend downward, sort of following the curve of the circle for a while, and then curving outward and down. And then we're going to connect those back up to the circle. That's the general shape of our dog's ears. To finish the nose, we're going to start by just following the curve of the oval, except on the bottom. On the bottom, it's going to extend downward a little bit. So we're going to add some lines that curve inward toward the bottom and finish it off like that. And once we're happy with the shape, we can add a little line, little crease in the middle. And then on either side of that crease, we're going to draw some ovals for the dog's nostrils. Just little ovals on either side of that crease line. Now, the top of the dog's head is surprisingly flat. So we're going to finish that out. And then we want our dog to be expressive, but dogs don't really have eyebrows, so I'm adding like a darker spot for where those whiskers come out above its eyes, just to kind of suggest where they would go. And then we're going to do the pupils of the dog's eyes. And because the lighting in our picture is going to come from the front upper right, I'm going to add some shine marks to the upper right corners of the dog's eyes. For the dog's mouth, we're going to draw sort of a rounded W shape. And the middle point of the W is going to fall just below the dog's nose. I'm going to draw some curved lines going up to finish the W shape. And then we're going to add some wings at the tips of the W, going outward. To finish off the mouth, we're going to draw sort of a dipping U shape, because our dog has its mouth open and he's going to have his tongue sticking out. And to the top of the tongue, we're going to draw sort of a small rounded M shape, a line going down the center. Then we're going to draw the dog's cheeks, just following along the circle and dipping down. And we're going to draw the dog's neck, again just following the basic shapes that we laid out at the beginning. And the dog's shoulders, or torso, and then some lines downward for the legs, sort of narrowing towards the paw. And then we're going to connect those lines to our triangle shapes from earlier. To create the toes, we're going to draw some vertical lines. So 3 vertical lines for each paw. And you can also round out the bottom of the toes to make them a little bit more believable. Give them a little bit more shape. And we're going to finish the shape of our dog's hind paws. Then, once we've done that, we're going to connect that back to the dog's body. And we want to make sure that the dog's hindquarters are sort of level with each other. And to do that, you can actually just draw a line right through the dog's front legs, because we're still working with pencil and we can just easily erase that. And we're going to add toes again on the dog's back legs. Same idea, vertical lines. And I want to thicken up the dog's tail and just develop that. My dog is being caught mid-wag, so next I'm going to add some fine lines just to suggest some creases in the dog's fur. Got some loose skin around his neck, so he's got some fur hanging there. And then sort of a wide Y shape near his sternum where the hair is just kind of growing into itself, and it's got little tufts sticking up there. And last but not least, we want to add claws to our dog's paws. I'm just drawing little upside down triangle shapes for the claws. And we're going to do the same for the dog's back legs, his hind paws. And when you're done with that, take your fine point black marker and carefully go over all of your line work. And then you can take your large eraser and just get rid of all of the pencil marks. And then you just need to color your drawing. I chose to make my dog sort of a light golden brown, but you can really color your picture however you want. And there you are. You have drawn a dog. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. Feel free to subscribe for more videos like this one. I'm also planning on making some fan art videos, some speed paints, some product reviews, some artist interviews, lots of great content on the way, so stick around. And ring the bell if you'd like to receive a notification every time I upload a new video. If you have any questions about my process or suggestions for videos I should make in the future, you can leave them in a comment below. I'll also include some links in the description to all the different places you can find me online, including Twitter. Please tweet me your drawings. I would love to see them. Or, better yet, make a video response here on YouTube. Do people still do that? Anyway, that's all I got for today, so I'm gonna do something else, but I hope I'll see you around the internet.